hot word. Like, oh gosh,
it's coming right up.
Yeah, it will. It will. I'm very sure about that. Good to have you with me in the studio.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Thank God it's Friday.
It's very cold.
It's very cold. Yeah. Chilly Friday. Is it raining out there, by the way?
It was drizzling before. Now it stopped. It's like a switch. Comes on and off. Drizzle small.
The weather today, well, according to the weatherman, the weather today was going to be high, 31 degrees Celsius and low 23. Temperately sunny and partly cloudy. So, yeah, all of that happening. I'm not surprised. But then again, let's enjoy it because the Harmattan will be here. Before you know, the sun will be slapping. And also, let's enjoy ourselves. All right, welcome to Girlfriends. I can expend the last and final energy on the show. I just switched up from, I'm like, oh God, let's finish this work and, go and rest. I'm telling you, move. But anywho's, yes, Girlfriends today will be really interesting.
Lit.
I am telling situation. I checked through, we had a conversation on Wednesday or on Thursday.
Yeah.
I alongside Booms. I think it's a Wednesday, yeah? That's when we stepped out together.
Yeah.
And we're talking about, a particular topic we came across and I was like, why not? Let's do it. Yesterday I was like, wait. What's that topic again? Let's talk about it because it's really important. I asked Ihanacho earlier in the morning, if you get married to someone, and then they lied about their profession and then later you realize that they're actually not what they said they were, would you be upset about it?
Okay.
That's the question today. So maybe you married a guy who told you he's a banker and then later you realize that maybe he's a mechanic. I'm saying this because there's nothing wrong with being a mechanic, but there are people who stigmatize more like this, or it's condescending.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, there are people who are making money off of the trade. So it's like, why do we have to, if you're not at this or a corporate job, then you're not earning or you're not making money. It's really, really, sad the way we view things in this part of the world. In Western world, you're this, as long as you're fetching money, it's not like, anyone is like, there's still also segregation amongst the kind of jobs that you do. And there are people who don't necessarily, just get themselves dirty and all of that. So, but then again, you find out the woman you said that you love so much, you fell in love with, you realize that the kind of job she is into isn't what she says she is. For instance, maybe she said she is, maybe if she says she's a teacher or a lecturer, and you find out that she is someone who does something else. Say, give me examples. Let's give them examples. Say maybe she is a housekeeper, or maybe not a housekeeper. Maybe she lies and says maybe she was a stripper. And then you guys get married and she's like, the job, as you see, is not really, So he lies about what he does, or she lies about what he does, and then you guys get married and you realize that this is not who he is. I remember one time you shared the story of a man who married a lady, and then later the lady realized that he was this is not a job, first of all, is even something that you go to prison for, that he is an armed robber. It's more like someone who holds gun and then collects money from people. And we ask that same question here, so we want to know today. So if you were the person, how would you feel? Let's talk about this randomly, generally. How would you feel, first of all, Bumi? You get married to the man who tells you, I'm a businessman, or I'm into this, I work with the federal government, and then later you realize that they're not what they said they were. How would you feel?
All right. I think marriage is a very serious thing, which we should take cognizance of. So I think if I'm going to get married to someone, I should be able to do my homework properly. I would look for signs. I don't think I'll not be able to know what he's into. At least, because if he's not, except he's hiding from me. And if he's hiding from me, I want to find out, to know what he's doing. Yeah. So I don't think I would be caught up in that, not knowing what he's doing.
Yeah.
Before getting married to him. I should be able to know that this is what he's doing before getting married to him.
Okay. Yeah. So, but basically, let's look at it, like I said, let's look at it from a point where it's like someone says, but would you advise someone, after realizing that he is someone who's doing something to hurt people out there, would you ask her to leave the marriage?
Hurt people?
Yeah. I mean, I give an instance. Maybe he carries
let's look at it. If
weapon.
She is in love with the person, I think she can help the person become a better person by him turning over.
Yeah. Okay.
So that he doesn't continue with what he's doing.
Okay.
And not leave the person.
Okay.
Yes.
So, but for you, you're going to have a sit down with your man. That's what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. But it depends on the kind of job he's doing.
It depends on the kind of job he's doing.
Okay. All right then. We'll take your calls now. Let's have your 2 cents on the conversation. Guys, switch off your radio set, else we'll have to let you go. Or move away from it. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Mr. Henry calling from Good Market.
All right, Mr. Henry.
Yeah, I had your conversation.
Yeah, please go on.
You must not know what a man is doing before marrying him. Marrying him, yes. At least I'm one of the example.
Okay.
What I'm doing. She didn't see what I'm doing, but once there is sincerity, the most important thing in love is sincerity. If you said yes, your yes is yes, your no is no. Even if the woman check in 10 years' time, what you told her in 10 years' time, it is the same.
Okay, so but when you say it happened to you, the kind of job you were doing, what kind of job were you doing that you didn't, tell her?
Yeah.
Was it something that you feel she would refuse if she realizes?
My sister,
yeah.
No sort of it's harder to reach her. And the other one side or two, you discover that what they are telling you is
okay. I still don't get the job that you're doing. The line was breaking at some point, but wanted to find out, because if you say, oh, you didn't tell her, there must be a reason why you declined telling her that this was what you were doing, and then you guys got married. But you're talking about having kids. Yeah, hello? Okay. I think you have to call us back. We couldn't get any point from you, but we wanted to know, since he said that he didn't tell her.
Hello.
Yeah, hello? Yeah. Good afternoon. What's your name?
Yeah, this is Holy Boy calling.
Holy Boy, go on. You married her and realized that what she told you she was doing as occupation isn't what she's doing. What would you do?
Anyway, for that case, there is nothing I can do. But you know nowadays, most of our ladies, they don't want the truth, because if you're trying to the reality, it seems like they don't want to again, because maybe somebody might have been working as a security. So sending again, you told her that you're working in the bank, stuff like that, so that the lady here will do that. So most of the men, that is how they mean. I don't get in those. If I'm working as a security man, I will tell the lady, my father is not a rich man. But most of them, if you just say the truth, they don't love you, they will say you don't have no, they don't want to marry broken parents, they go and look for another person. Hey, that is most of the ladies, they always convince their section.
Yeah, okay. Okay,
because
so
most of them don't want the truth.
All right. Thank you very much, Holy Boy, for that. Sorry, I had to let you go. There's several others calling in as well. So we have to take multiple, calls to have your feedback on the said conversation, and then we'll dissect. Hello, good afternoon to you. What's your name? Can you say that again?
Samson.
All right, Samson. Good to have you from Gwarimpa. Talk to us. What's your take?
Okay, to me, it's not something that to worry about even getting your success. I mean, like somebody says she's working with this, but I found out that she's actually not doing that work. So why is not illegal? Right? It's a good work, but just that it's a different work from the one I knew. And it's understandable. I will ask her why I understand why she do.
You want to understand why she told you what she told you from the onset.
Yeah, I have to understand. But I don't have to make it like an issue. Like, even if I don't understand, I will please, let's say, I will just try to find out why is she doing what she did. I mean, why would she tell me that she is a banker when actually she is a housekeeper? I mean, all those stuff.
All right. The right questions is what you would do. Thank you, Samson, for calling. So here's the thing. Some people say, oh, it doesn't really matter. Some people say, oh, their trust will be broken because it's like, it depends on the kind of job. We know that there are people who work at night. It's like, oh, so you told me this, but this is not what you are. You say you maintain a standard of living, and it's totally off. I mean, imagine there's someone who they're doing something that's against your moral or your religious beliefs. how are you going to deal with it if it's really not a big deal? For instance, someone who mentioned that a guy might tell you he's working at the bank, but meanwhile he might be the security man at the bank.
Yeah.
He decides not to tell you because why?
Why?
I want to understand. Let's have this conversation now, you and I, Bumi. Why would someone decide? Is it because of the stigmatization and the discrimination and the condescending part of the job that you do that someone would say, okay, you know what, I'm not going to tell because if I say I'm the security man, it's like, your husband is a gate man. I don't know if you get it. So is that it? Is that the reason why?
Yeah, I think the reason why is the guy may feel that this lady will not
accept.
Yes. So he feels, let me look for something more better, more dignifying.
To package.
Yes.
It's packaging.
And I think at the end of the day, you are shooting yourself in the leg.
Right.
Just let her know.
Exactly. Why do you keep it? If she fell in love with you, she should stay that way. Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. Thank you. This issue is a very serious issue because it's disastrous, it's dangerous, and it's also a part of fraud because you are lying. How can you conceal what you are doing to the person you want to get married to? Exactly. It's very wrong, okay? Right. So I don't think such person is trustworthy.
Right.
Okay? Whatever you are doing to earn a living, as long as it's legal, it's legitimate, there's nothing you should conceal about it. Tell the person the truth that this is what I'm doing. Okay? It could be a career.
Deception.
It could be a profession, as the case may be.
Yeah.
Tell the person. If the person really loves, he or she might get in love with it, but if you are concealing it, it might lead to a lot of fracture that you might not be able to bind, all right?
Yep.
So I don't think it's the right thing.
Absolutely.
I don't think, just tell the truth. As long as it's legitimate, as long as it's legal.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just go along and tell the truth, okay?
All right.
That's the way forward.
Okay.
That is only the way forward.
All right.
All right.
John
I also
Odu.
call you extra night. All right.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Okay, good night. All right, bye.
Have a lovely day yourself. Okay. So yeah, basically, let me just break down the story because some people are not getting it.
Yeah.
So let's. The root of the story is really easy, right? A woman found out after her wedding that her husband is a mechanic, not a car dealer. What he told her from the onset was that he was into cars and he deals in cars. So she believed it, and then when they got married, she was like, "Oh my God, this world." He's a mechanic and all. So that's the reason why I was telling you from the start, and that's why I give the instance of a mechanic. Some people feel like, oh, like the last caller said, it's like, why did you have to hide it? But some people hide it also because society, there's always this discrimination.
The person, yes.
Exactly. It's like, oh, you tell your family you want to marry and they're like, of all people, what's his job or occupation? You know, when you go for introduction or you go for the first things they're asking is, what does he do? What does she do? Does he have a job? What kind of job? You know, so I don't know, but it's up to you guys. Let's know. Hello?
Good afternoon, Olijian Olubumi.
Good afternoon, MC Ola. Welcome.
Wow. The way you guys said this, like it's a chorus or something.
It's a chorus. It's a chorus. Talk to us.
I hope you ladies are doing good this afternoon.
We are fabulous.
We are.
Okay, for me, the thing is that I would feel disappointed, but I won't quit the marriage because the thing is I didn't get married to her because of her job. But I'll feel disappointed because in the first place, I'm like, why did we have to start on this note? We are just getting started and you're being dishonest with your job. Was it because you thought I wasn't going to get married to you if you didn't tell me of this particular job or, you know, something like that? I'll just try to find out. But I won't quit the marriage because except if I got married to her because of her job, which we've seen happen. As a matter of fact, the reason why a lot of men will even lie to ladies about their in a bank, you know, just to make a lady. So that's just it.
Okay, but does it depend? Are there exceptions to the kind of job she does that you can take? Are there exceptions? That's another question because it's like, I can take it.
That's a good question. I think for me, as long as it's a legitimate kind of job, so there are no exceptions for now. Except if it's something that doesn't give glory to God and if it involves, like, you know, killing of human and something like that. So, but every other is okay with me.
Thank you so much. Appreciate
Thank you. All right.
The good part of it is, I like that someone mentioned that it doesn't even matter the kind of job, it's the fact that you lied, and we're just starting our lives.
So, how many lies?
Exactly. So it's like you're dating, and I don't know, but let's estimate.
All right.
You start seeing someone 1 month in, you want to know, not 1 month, like a week, you want to know what they do, right?
Of course.
But, you want to know what you do as a guy, and he says, okay, I'm a banker. So your mind is made up as a banker. As you keep getting into that relationship for 2-3 years, bankers did not return to tell you, babe, I'm loving you. This is looking like marriage. I'm not a banker. So that she can decide before you step in. It's like you deceived me. It doesn't even matter the job. You deceived me, and then we get married, and then you say, okay, you know what? I am this. It's not as if the person is marrying you because of the job. It's the fact that you lied. You started the relationship on a faulty foundation. If there's anything like that. So guys, join the conversation. Let us know. Let's take it back a bit.
I like old school. Old school and R&B throwbacks.
Hanging out with friends is such a hobby, but chilling with your girlfriends? Such a booster. We talk about love, family, relationship, the shady, hilarious, fun, juicy, messy gossip in town. And the gentlemen aren't off the table. Girlfriends with Oli J, Mondays and Fridays at 1 p.m. Exclusive to Eagles 102.3 FM, Abuja.
All right, we get into more of the conversation now, guys. We're actually talking about a scenario where you get married to someone and later realize that they're not who they said they were. I mean, does it equate saying the kind of job you do is different? Yes, that's not who you are. You say you're a banker, but you're not. You say you are, a mechanic, but you're not. You say you are, car dealer, but you're not. Just like the story of the lady. We saw the story of the lady online, like we said, guys. And she said that, she got married and she realized that the husband actually told her that he deals in cars, only to find out that he's just a mechanic. The man apparently made her believe that he was a car dealer, but she found out after the traditional marriage that he is a mechanic. So yeah,
but in reality he's a car dealer. He deals with cars. Is it not?
Why don't you just say like it's mechanic?
I deal with cars.
When you say you deal in cars, it's like you sell cars, you import cars for people who need them, that kind of thing. So you know what I'm saying?
I know.
So you're sending the container from the US, either accidented cars or any kind of car. But then again, he's a mechanic. But then we got a message here from Duke David who says transparency is key. I don't see why individuals should be secretive when there is no skull in them cupboard. My dear, know the job, know his colleagues, know his place of work. Exactly. Any relationship that's built on deceit is not a valid one, for real. Marriage is a lifetime something, so there must be transparency. Don't take people's lives like their whole life in regret, or don't make people live their lives in regret. Whatever question you have, ask and make your investigations. Good afternoon, Olububu. This is from Duke David. Says marriage is not some fairy tale something. You need income to sustain the family. As long as there's love, there should be transparency and truth. To me, the job does not matter as long as it's legitimate. Everyone seems to say, okay, everything is about legitimacy, and as long as it's legit, they're good to go.
Exactly.
Yeah, but then again, so it doesn't matter to you if they lie. So because here's the thing.
That lies.
Here's the thing. You start thinking that, are you sure is your mom I met? Are you sure you did not pay people to be your mom? Did you read that book in secondary school? That book that the guy kept giving back everything he borrowed.
You made his head alone.
Exactly. Hello.
Hi, Alicia. Good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon.
Yeah, it's Sunday.
Hi, Sunday. Sunday, good to have you talk to us, yeah?
Yeah. So what I wanted to talk about is there is a lady that actually, I know this one is a true story. The guy was actually husband. So she would just carry a car and then browse to his lady's apartment and then begin to show her all those. So the lady actually thought the guy was working somewhere.
Oh no!
So that then it reached to even marriage. After they are married, so they found out that the guy was a car wash. So that was just how the marriage
Wait,
ended.
is this a Nigerian film or something?
If I, the part of the country.
Wow.
Do you have to neutralize?
Wow.
So I would say I would be feeling very bad because that's the breach of trust, and then you actually lie to me. That means you can lie to me that you have something for me, and then at the end of the day, I'll find out you don't have anything.
Exactly. I mean, how am I sure you're not lying about who you are, your character, the love you show? Thank you so much, Samson. Everything you say, you actually said will become, questionable. It's like, oh, this person, how am I sure that this person is not I mean, everything will now come to a question mark. I mean, imagine that, okay, so why did you have to wait till you say I do? It seems like it's way beyond the kind of job that you do. You understand? It's like, oh, you say, are you sure? Because we're talking about a book that we read growing up. It's like, this man, but I can't remember. Is it a story?
Yes,
is it
English
a book?
Textbook.
Yes.
He borrowed everything.
He borrowed the head, the cup, the heart, borrowed everything.
And when we were going home,
while they were going, he kept returning
everything back.
And then discovered that it was a skeleton. That
I think that story, the moral of the story was to teach that girl a lesson.
Oh, yeah, she wanted the looks of the work. Preach, girl. Thank you for bringing the moral of that story up, because it's really important.
Yeah.
We're moved by what we see. Hello? Hey! Oh my God.
Olivia.
Yes, talk to
Well,
us.
this story you are talking about must have happened like a month ago, or probably like a week ago, or probably like 30 minutes ago.
Yeah.
You know why?
Why?
Because most of the girls nowadays, or the guys nowadays, in fact, most of the girls nowadays, let's not talk about, are like, they are the girls of the now. They just want to see what's happening now.
Okay.
Most of them will tell you in Yoruba, but we will understand. Ọlọ́run ṣògo mo wà o, you know? Yes.
Yeah.
Meaning, I need someone that can do the provision for me now. I don't want to suffer with this person at all. So a guy that feels, okay, let me, and most of the reasons why these people do that is to just teach the person a lesson. You understand?
Okay,
why would you? See, because, yes, I will tell you, before I got married, that was about a few years down the line. My wife knew where I was working. She in fact, she knew my boss. In fact, almost everybody around me, she knew. She had to even do some underground investigation to know this guy that was something to say, hey, babe, how you did.
Yeah.
You know, but it doesn't happen like that anymore. So why would a guy just tell you he does auto, he sells cars, and you don't even say, okay, let me find out how true this information is. How lame. I mean, it's just they are married now. They should continue that way. The guy don't tell us they are the mechanic.
But here's the thing, Ejide, I have something to say. So from what you said here, there's nothing wrong with a lady telling you they need a man who's got it. There are people who have tastes, all right? There are ladies who will tell you, no, the man has a, like it or yes, right? The moral is marry a man who's hardworking. But let's live in reality of things. There are ladies who will tell you they don't want to suffer, which is, it only behoves on the guy to tell you, well, this is what I have. This is what I do. It doesn't take away the truth from you, all right? So I wanted to put that out there, first of all, because it's not
before the guy in question would go all out to want to do that, I'm sure he must have seen that this girl in question, I mean, wait, Olivia, if it's a month, if it's 2 months, if it's 3 months, not looking at that. For like 1 year, they dated or something. The guy must have at least been showing some, and then the guy feels, oh, I love this girl in question, so, and I don't want to let her go. Let me just keep
That's where the wahala is, That's the wahala. The wahala. Anyways, thank you so much, Eddie, for your 2 cents. Appreciate you. Wow. Guys, send in a voice note. Let us know if you married someone who told you they were this and then later realized that what they were doing was not legitimate, or maybe they lied.